is the noise that a supernova doesn't make, because in space, no one can hear you explode. But what actually is a supernova? Well, it's the dying throes of a really, really massive star. And I mean massive literally. It needs to be at least 10 times the mass of our own sun. And with all this mass, gravity is trying its hardest to pull it and squeeze it and crush it down until you're left with a teeny tiny little ball. But as everything gets squeezed and crushed together, all of the atoms start to fuse. Hydrogen gets burnt into helium, and all of these reactions start to generate energy. They release energy and generate heat, and all of those atoms start flying around and bouncing off each other. And that fights against gravity. And the star spends its whole life living in a delicate balance between these two opposing forces. Until one day, the hydrogen starts to run out. The helium has to start burning into lithium, barium, carbon, oxygen, all the way up the periodic table to iron. And you're left with this big, fat, heavy, dense iron core surrounded by loads of shells of burning gases. Then, one day, it's just too much. The core can't take it anymore, and it collapses like that in seconds. All of the gas starts rushing in towards the center at a quarter of the speed of light. But all of the mass from those iron atoms, that's still there down in the core, forming this massive nucleus kilometers across that is incredibly solid. All of the gas, still going, quarter speed of light, slams into it and bounces off and creates this enormous shockwave. And all the atoms start bouncing into each other and again producing huge amounts of heat, enough to start heavier fusion reactions. All of the elements beyond iron, copper, gold, platinum, plutonium, mendelevium, all of them start to burn in this colossal explosion that we call a supernova.